LH360 Family has been a blessing. I think it's really exceeded our expectations. We have so many Afghan refugees lost from their homeland, here in Memphis trying to settle down, and what Living Hope has provided has been some needs from lodging to medical care, clothes, simple subsidies that they didn't bring with them, and they didn't have the resources to acquire on their own. And that's been great and successful. However, it's hard to learn English. And if you can't learn English and you can't speak English, it's even harder to get a job. It's hard to meet your neighbors. It's hard to do everything. It's hard to go to school. So that's become an emerging need, one that we felt compelled to try to meet. So the LH360 Family Refugee Ministering Committee has been meeting and talking, and there are some ways that we can help. There are some ways that people in the church can help, even those who are not part of the ministry, even those who have no idea how to teach English.
I remember when Gib preached one Sunday about different categories of people, him talking about the stranger. And you know, when you go back to Matthew 25 and Jesus talks about, I was hungry, you gave me food, I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. In my mind, there was a period there, and that verse stopped there. I didn't realize that he said, I was a stranger and you welcomed me. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks.
I met a woman who is Afghan, and she is a mom of 2. She doesn't speak any English. Very sweet spirit. I loved her immediately. And she doesn't know how to read or write in her own language, much less English. And her children knew some English, so that was helpful. They could translate, but she had a desire to learn English and to learn to read and write.
When I first went, I didn't really have any materials, and we did money. So we got out a whole bunch of coins. You know, we did all the coins, how much they were worth. Just simple. Since then, I've gotten books, and they're just picture books. They're almost like children's picture books. We did all the body parts. You know, we did street signs, and I'm going to take her out, and we're going to drive around and point things out.
We've learned how to stand up, sit down, point, so you're hearing it and you're doing it and you're saying it. And then I would have her tell me to do certain things. I mean, we were skipping and jumping, and we laugh so much. It is so much fun.
I would encourage everybody at Living Hope to ask the question, is this something I can do? Because it's functional, but it's gospel-bearing. It's kind, and it shows the glory of the Lord.
What a privilege to be able to help them learn English. And, you know, I think we all think about it. That's something we can do for them. But then your heart gets involved when you get to know them. I actually am with a young, single, 20-year-old girl, and then a lady who just had her 7th baby. The young girl is a Christian, the older one is Muslim. There was a time when her daughter is usually there to translate, but she had to leave and go to work, so we were on Google Translate, and we learned a lot about each other that day. But at the end of that, she said, I feel like I have a friend now. I've been so lonely.
It's just precious. I've been able to come alongside them and help them look for a new place to live and do some other things. So it develops into a very close relationship, one that I wasn't expecting, but they call me Mom Debbie now, which apparently is super an honor, and I get kisses and hugs, and for me, it's just been a super positive experience, and they're in my life now, and I can't imagine them ever not being.